For Dads in the Six, I'm Nicholas Mazzeo.
And I'm Jamie Campbell. Hey.
Yo.
So I decided to take like a trip through time, through your entire social media.
My social media?
Yeah. I went back to the beginning of time for your Twitter, your Facebook. I looked for your MySpace. I found your ICQ.
Do I have a MySpace?
No. I don't think so. I couldn't find one.
No.
I went to the Festerton MySpace, and I basically took a bunch of snapshots and screen grabs of things I found interesting, and we can scroll through them. If I cross any lines, I'll edit it out. And there wasn't
new
too
tool
much,
we have in this podcast.
there wasn't too much racy stuff, but there's some things I want to get to the bottom of. I did track down your ICQ to see if you still had like a profile.
So what does that mean, ICQ? Like, I know what it is, but like, what do you mean you tracked it? Like, you can find my chat log or like my profile?
So ICQ still exists. So I download it from my phone. I download it for the computer, and I tried like going to my contact list that I still have on there. 304-32013 is my number. I still remember. I know Mike sent an ass number, but anyways, you weren't on my friends list. But if I searched for Nicholas Mazzeo, you popped up as Phoenix. Like, I remember you used to be called Phoenix, but no, It was a C. FECIX.
Typo?
How'd you typo your...
My own screen name or username?
That's your screen name right there.
And we're not friends? I find this hard to believe.
No, and that's definitely you because it's your birthday, and you weren't on my current existing contact list. That's your number.
And that looks pretty familiar from my number, yeah.
So, anyways, there was nothing on there. I checked a couple other people that still on my list, and they did have a little bit of a blurb down here, like old school, like Blink 182 for life and stuff.
Mine probably would have said something like, I work at Famous Players.
Epic. So anyways, ICQ was a bust. Facebook was MySpace was a bust.
Thank God.
I tried looking down if MSN Messenger was still a thing. They discontinued it back in like 2013 or 2014.
Honestly, I think it was oh yeah, maybe you're right.
But like they actually closed it and merged it with Skype.
Okay.
So and that stuff, all your chat logs for that stuff were like stored on your computer. So those are forever gone.
Those are probably forever gone.
But then I got to thinking like how much we talk now on WhatsApp doesn't even hold a candle to the amount that we talked on MSN Messenger. And then it got me even thinking like picturing you in front of a computer, like that doesn't happen anymore. Like did you just go on the computer after school like I do every day still in my adult life? Like is that your regular thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean that's what I think that's what you and everybody else like at that time in our generation at our age would have done, especially when MSN was in its prime.
Yeah. Like everyone it was still high school, right?
It was high school.
Yeah, our prime was more high school.
Definitely
still
like
in
those
college?
Early 20s. Yeah, like 19, 20, 21.
Man, the amount of conversation. Who knows? I would love to find those, but it's impossible.
I remember I used, and I think you did this too, like you could save the chat logs on your computer. I wouldn't do it for everybody because I didn't care, but I remember something like I think I would save like ours. Like I could go there and be like, there's like Nick and Jamie for 8 months worth of chat logs.
Do you remember Ashley Girardi and what she did?
Mm-hmm.
One time I made her mad and she printed out my chat logs and she carried them around with her to like Yorkdale one day, like, and showed like Jesus, hey look, this is what Jamie said, and like my chat logs are printed out.
That's some like lawyer shit. Like they bring that shit to court. Yeah, no, that's what I would do. I think that's what everybody did. Is you went home and you jumped on the computer and you would see who's online. And you would selectively choose who or not to talk to. Did they have group chats though? Like could me, you, Vince, Will, Jesus get into a group chat?
I want to say yes because it's the obvious answer, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe there was a group chat thing. There had to have been.
Anyways, so where do you want to start?
Oh my God.
There's more Facebook. I have more Facebook than I do Twitter. And I think the meat of this is probably the Facebook. And there's a couple cool patterns that I noticed. Just to give you an overview here, it looks like at some point you were dating your ex and fell in love with the person who made your cakes and then had an affair and married your wife. Because there are 2 instances where you made cakes for an ex.
Yeah.
And it was Steph who made those cakes.
Yeah.
So you hear about those people like, oh, she left me for like the gym trainer.
Yeah.
This was like you left your ex for your cake girl. Like, I have a suit guy.
Yeah.
You have a cake girl. And you left your ex for your cake girl. That's what it looked like.
That's 100% what it looks like.
Okay.
That's
Is that 100% of what happened?
No. Okay. Okay. Let's.
So this
right now. I know people can't see any of this anymore. you look psychotic right now. You have like all my shit saved onto your computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at?
So this is one of your
Facebook.
oldest posts. So it looks like you signed up around early 2007.
Yeah.
And this is one of our first posts, which was the epic picture of me, you, and my current wife, my wife, Vanessa, working at EB Games. This was more like I took this just for fun. This was
that our manager would have taken that photo, I think, of us.
Yeah, Ken.
And that's how you met your wife.
Yes.
You got me that job at EB Games.
Yes. It's all in the Best Man speech. Go check out our wedding videos if you want to hear about all that. So it seems here like you got an ex hooked on 24.
Oh yeah.
And she was binge watching it like crazy. And you referenced Jack Bauer at least like 4 times in just the post that I took. Like you were like severely in love with Jack Bauer.
I don't see why anybody wouldn't have been.
But see, she was really excited. She watched a few in the morning, and then here's another post of you like literally, this is like 8 months later, and you were having a bad day, but good thing Jack Bauer is here.
And that's...
Do you remember?
No, this is why I love and hate Facebook memories, is because there's so much cringe.
Yeah, I haven't had too much cringe come up. I have like legitimate memories that seem to come up. Like, does stuff like this come up with you?
Oh yeah, anything you post is a status update.
So this is one other thing I noticed that you did is you used to use, and I think this is how Facebook used to be set up, is you would talk as if you're like talking about yourself.
Yeah, bro. Do you have zero idea how Facebook was?
But people don't do like that anymore.
Yeah. Do you remember how Facebook was?
Yeah, it was like a social thing. It's like people actually put their thoughts and emotions on there, right? Like,
no. You had to write in the third person like this to do a status update.
Because it used to say,
otherwise
it would have said Nicholas Mazzeo, I like fries.
No. It said Jamie Campbell
is. Oh, okay. You couldn't edit out that is.
Yeah, so you had to write in this third person.
Right. Okay.
And
so Nicholas Mayo is having a bad
that's
day.
everyone's status update until probably like 2010 or something. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Jack Bauer saved your day that day.
Lots of exclamation marks. No one liked that status.
No, not a single person.
No likes.
Not a single person. I was talking to Vanessa about this one the other day. We were, for some reason, talking about her birthday back in apparently 2007, that snow day where we were stuck downtown. And we're like, who did Nick drive home that day? And we couldn't remember at all.
Vanessa's birthday party that day, right? Yeah.
And we were downtown. You had your car for whatever reason. I guess you were DD, super responsible adults. And we couldn't remember who you drove home like for an extra 2 hours that day. It was this person that I worked with at Rogers named Sam B. And it's just funny how she posts twice. Seems like she might have had like a little tiny crush on you there. She's like, hey, Nick, how's it going? Hope you had fun. I did. Thanks again for driving me home. And then the next day, wow, that was a pretty long drive, like 4 hours. Yeah, you guys we left at like 11 p.m., 12 p.m. No, probably later. And you guys got home 4 hours later.
I think everyone got home really late that day because...
we couldn't find a taxi.
Yeah, there was no taxis. And that was probably one of like legit worst snowstorms in the middle of the night I could remember like that.
Yeah.
We took the 407 just to like avoid some traffic. And it was still... the amount of snow was crazy. But yeah, we had to drop her off, I guess, in like...
I want to say Richmond Hill.
I want to say like, Vaughan somewhere. And then that night was so bad that Mike Santonato was in my car as well. It was me and my ex at that time. I dropped him off and we just stayed at his house.
Right.
Because even though Mike this is when he lived already at Jane and Shepherd, like when he lived at the condo. Mm-hmm. Just that drive to my house would have been like an extra hour and a half because that's how bad the roads are. So we just stayed at his house. Yeah, that was a 4-hour drive home, man.
Moving on. So this one came up recently. Adam, my brother, back in 2008, asked you if you could borrow season 3 of Lost. And just super recently, this was 10 years ago, just super recently, you had posted, sorry, bro, just seeing this now. Do you still want it?
Yeah. So this came up on my Facebook memories.
Okay.
This is why.
Yeah, I don't have stuff like this.
This came up on my Facebook. Maybe no one talked to you on social media.
Maybe.
But Adam Campbell messaged my wall. Because remember, this is when you had wall.
Like,
You had a wall on Facebook.
And it was fun to go on Facebook and go to people's wall.
And poke them and write shit on their wall.
Yeah.
And I guess at that point, only you would see it unless someone creeped your wall. Adam wrote me that, and it came up on my Facebook memories, and I noticed I never responded. I don't know. Like, I don't remember how Facebook worked back then.
Maybe you didn't get a notification, right? Who knows?
I don't know. So sorry, bro. If he still wants it, I think I have it somewhere.
Is it mine? Is yours?
No, it's mine.
So this one, we're not going to read this one, but I showed this one to Vanessa. So Vanessa posted on your wall. Apparently we went bowling, And look at the vulgarity.
Yeah.
So this is my wife talking. I'm like, this is stuff. If you were running for like being to run for office, this would get dug up.
This would get dug up.
Yo, bleep. We need a rematch soon in bowling. Bleep, your no re crap. It's on, bleep. I will own your face with my strikes. Just you wait. Heart. But look at that. That's my wife. She's so nasty.
That's either like, I guess you fell in love with that. The thing is,
long pause.
Well, I've totally lost my train of thought there, but I'm just trying to, like, she's changed. I feel like everyone's grown up. That's what makes Facebook so, like, I hate and love these memories because that shit comes up for me too. And it's just like, it's so cringe.
Yeah, at least they don't publicly just put these memories.
Yeah, imagine they like reposted this shit for you, but like,
I showed that to Vanessa and she was like completely shocked.
Like more.
I don't remember her talking like that. Maybe there's a reason for this.
That's when we thought she was like a gamer girl.
So I thought this one was pretty ironic. Wishes he was American for just one night. Obama.
Yeah, because everyone was on Obama's like train that night.
It's just like, do you still wish you were American
for one night? That was awesome.
In today's political climate, though, it's the exact opposite.
Exactly, because I ended that sentence with Obama.
Yeah.
So when Obama got elected, that was some badass shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that like I was
the greatest day of my life.
Greatest day of my life. I remember that like I was American. Like I don't know. I just thought that was pretty badass.
Oh. I like this photo because I don't recognize this. Like, none of these people are your friends. There's Kevin, Vanessa's friend Ronell. Who's that? And who's that? This one was Vanessa's birthday party at Boulevard Room. She was wearing a blue dress that day. This was our private room in Boulevard.
Yeah. I remember that night.
Do you?
Yeah. I remember that night also because I had just broken up with my girlfriend at the time. And
were you slinging it at the club that night?
No, I wasn't slinging anything. I was doing.
Sounds about right.
I was doing the opposite because I was in such a mood. Funk. I don't think I had anything in my hair, like no product.
Ooh.
I was wearing a black button shirt, but with a white T-shirt underneath, slightly unbuttoned. Like that's gross.
Yeah.
Like just
that's what I wear like a regular day probably.
Yeah. Stop wearing white T-shirts.
Back in my like early 2010s.
Yeah. So that was. I sort of remember my mindset that night. There was a good photo of me and Jesus that night too.
And it was Kevin like this, and probably those two other guys liked it because you had two other likes. In December 2009, no, it's awkward when the girl in front of you at the line at Shoppers drops her box of Plan B on the floor by your feet. Good conversation starter.
Yeah.
I like someone's comment here. So thank God for modern medicine, eh? Awkward chuckle.
Yeah, I legit.
This happened?
Legit. 10 years. No, 2009. Yeah, no, that was at Shoppers Drug Mart. I guess back when I lived around my parents, and I didn't say anything. Oh, good good conversation start. But I didn't actually start a conversation. I wish I did, but you know me. I wasn't going to start a conversation. I'm going to wait to talk about it on my podcast 9 years later.
3 days prior, hates the Olympics. 3 days later, loves the Olympics.
That was a long con, and I loved it. So that was when Canada lost to USA, I think, in the group stage. And I was like, I was hyperbolic.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the Olympics.
No.
The Olympics suck.
Yeah, I barely watched it this
the Olympics are the worst. And then obviously then they beat USA 3 days later or something. And so I love the Olympics. It was a joke. Get it?
This is a golden one. This is probably more inside joke than anybody else will understand. But when we were in Vegas for our very first trip, literally a guy came up to us and offered us to get into a limousine. And we just said yes. What was the worst that could happen?
So pro tip.
I remember I walked home by myself that night.
Yeah. My old coworker and friend, Mr. Michael. I won't say last. I don't know how people feel about their last names being dropped and shit. But so anyways.
Michael's good.
So he went to Vegas a couple months before I did, and that was our first time going to Vegas in 2010. That was your bachelor party. That was like your first pseudo bachelor party. Do you remember that? You're looking blankly.
We went to Vegas for my bachelor party? No, we didn't.
We turned it into your... This was like 6 months before you got married.
Really?
And so we said this will be your bachelor party. Anyways, my buddy Mike, he literally looked me straight in the eye, deadpan, like wasn't even trying to be funny. He'd be like, if a dude in a limo shows up and offers to give you a ride for free, he's like, do it. And like he like disappeared into smoke.
I'm surprised we're relatively introverted.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we did it.
Well, because Michael wouldn't let me down. Like I knew if Michael told me that, then it was good to go. And so the premise here, ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't been to Vegas, is the limos are free if they're taking you to a strip club.
Right. And you give them a little bit of tip and they get you in.
You throw them
there's like an understanding there between him and wherever he's going.
Yeah, and sometimes they give you free drink tickets, a couple drinks. So legit, if you want to hit up a strip club when you're in Vegas, get in the first limo you see, it's free.
We can skip ahead of some of these, but remember the other day we were talking about who won the championship with me that 1 year in dodgeball, and I said, I did. Like,
yeah.
Jamie was there with you, bro.
And I didn't believe you?
You didn't believe me? But here it is. You tagged me, Tara, Michael, my brother was on the team apparently, and we were champions.
Status update?
We'll skip.
Yeah.
You want to skip this one?
No. Why? I wrote a status update.
So Nick wrote a status
in
update
2010.
here. Why are gay men so entertaining? I need more gay friends. Did you ever get more gay friends?
Yeah.
Cool.
But I would like a more consistently involved in my life gay friend.
You know where this was, right?
Rico's?
Nope. We were away from my wedding. So this was, I think, one of the entertainers. What's his face?
Gasolina,
yeah.
Oh, but
this is 2 days after the day we got married.
Oh, okay.
So we must have just come back, I think.
Okay, because I want to say like 2010, 20 or 2009 is probably like one of my first experiences going to like a drag club or like a gay club or something.
Rico's, yeah, I remember that.
Rico's and I think another one. And I'm like, this is legit. This is fun.
Yeah. Here's you confessing your love for me about how your best friend got married. Having a house is fun. I go to buy all sorts of manly stuff like barbecues, tool sheds, lawnmowers, and even bath faucets. Do you still share this sentiment from Nick 7 years ago?
No. This is the part of social media, Facebook in particular, with status updates that I hate. Like I'm glad I don't post status updates about everything that's on my mind.
But that's what Facebook lost.
You're right. And now Facebook is a endless stream of reshared videos and shit, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I guess you're right.
R.I.P. Jack Layton. You started with something great and we will finish it. Did we ever finish it?
No.
Yeah, no. NDP still has not won. We haven't finished anything. Good guy, though, eh?
Don't give up hope.
Curious about this. There's like someone shared a video on your feed that had sort of like girls in bikinis showering, and he posted it like honestly like 5 times. So I don't know, maybe some guy was spamming you.
Yeah, I'm still shit. You know what? Like now that I see that person was posting my wall 7 years ago,
he's still spamming you?
No, he's still on my friends list, and I kind of don't know who the hell that is. Okay.
Yeah. Do some clear out thing. After the break, we're gonna get into the juicy bits. We're gonna solve the mystery of Nick, his cake girl, and his ex-girlfriend. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, Nick here. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to us on iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, or wherever you're listening from. And if you're feeling extra kind, drop us a comment or a 5-star review. They go a long way to helping our little podcast grow and get noticed. Also, check us out at Dads in the Six on Instagram or Twitter, where you can keep up to date on show schedules, information, and just our general day-to-day lives. Now let's jump back into this week's episode.
All right, we're back. So I see 2 cakes in particular, a Wheel of Fortune cake and a Scrabble cake.
That's Scrabble, right?
I think it's
Scrabble. Yeah, that's Scrabble.
Or it could be a crossword.
No, it's Scrabble.
Okay. So you were currently dating
my ex-girlfriend at that time?
Your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you had, I guess, went out and found or knew a cake person to make her cakes. So I just feel it's a bit of awkwardness there. Like you're asking someone who you later married to make some cakes for your current ex. Was there any like awkward, like were you ever awkward asking for those cakes? Like was there any flirtatiousness going on between you and Steph at that point? Or was it strictly coworkers type of, you knew her or whatever?
Strictly business.
Strictly business.
So
okay.
let's
no dirtiness here.
No. So what had happened is I started at this job, the job I'm currently at, or the place I'm currently at, in 2012. Like right at the beginning of the year. I think like January 2nd was my first. Actually, I know we don't show it or talk about it, but that picture of Vince bleeding out of the mouth.
Yeah.
That New Year's party, like 2 days later, I started at this job.
Right.
So it was like a few days after that. So I start working there, and I'm dating my ex-girlfriend at the time, and one of my coworkers, like literally who I like share a desk, kind of like this desk we have here, like this L-shaped sort of desk. I sit on this side. Stephanie, my current wife, I meet her.
You and I had both called our wives our current wives today.
Our current wives, yeah, because we'll be on,
God,
second marriage in a few years. So I meet her, whatever, no big deal. Like I see her, I'm like, it's just like anything. You can be married and see somebody else, be like, yeah, she's cute, like she's attractive,
yeah,
whatever. Doesn't mean all of a sudden I'm flirting or I'm cheating.
totally fair game.
Yeah, no, not fair game. But so I see her and I'm like, whatever. She's pretty, she's cute. I'd let her. But anyways, and then within a few days we're talking, and she's like, oh yeah, I do like these custom cakes, right? And at that time, I remember watching the show called like Cake Boss.
Yeah. I'm
like, okay, yeah, that thing, that sort of cake thing. And so my girlfriend at the time, my ex-girlfriend, she loved Scrabble. So I'm like, could you make a Scrabble cake? And
the following year, did she really like Wheel of Fortune?
Her favorite things were like Scrabble and Wheel of Fortune. Oh,
top two.
She loved.
What are your two favorite things? I love Wheel of Fortune.
She loved Wheel of Fortune.
You know, Vanna White is like 70 something.
Yeah. What's the other one? Jeopardy. She would watch back to back. At 7:00.
Pat.
Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
That was a staple of my childhood.
Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I asked. I'm clearing the air here. I'm clearing the air about what this is all about. I asked her to make a cake for me for my ex-girlfriend. She said, "Yeah, no problem." Gave me a good deal. This one, my wife was starting out, and like I can get that cake. I think that was like $70. Anyway, she made it. My ex-girlfriend lost her mind, loved it. I'm like, all right, boyfriend of the year. 1 year later, me and my ex are still dating. That's where this. What's the other one? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune cake comes in, and then boom, loves it as well. 6 months after that cake, we break up. We break up, me and my ex-girlfriend. 3 weeks after we break up, me and my wife started dating. At no point, other than just the casual, like, yeah, do I think Stephanie's attractive, cute? Sure.
Yeah,
but
you're both available at this point, right?
But I was looking for, when I broke up with my ex, I was looking forward to single Nick. I had like a good year and a half.
There were so many tales and stories of like single Vince and single William. And it seems like you and I were just always with someone, right?
I had about a good year in 2010, but I was looking forward to because from 2010, then I went into my ex-girlfriend. We dated for almost 3 years. And then we broke up, and then I was like, all right. It was like summertime too, I'm pretty sure. It was like June or something. I was like, perfect. Boom. And then so I wasn't going to pass up my current wife because I was like, she's cute. Like for 2 years, I was like, she's cute. Anyways, no flirtatious thing went on. We both acknowledged, me and my wife both acknowledged, this looks shady as shit, though.
Yeah.
We both acknowledged that.
Yeah, can't date your cake girl.
No. But anyways.
And just wrapping up here, you have Facebook Home Sucks. I don't remember what that is.
What was Facebook Home?
Facebook Home Sucks.
Oh, I don't know if it was like an Android-specific app.
Maybe something with PlayStation?
No, I don't think so.
No. And then your cool dog here. Why is she wearing a pair of sunglasses, have some sunscreen,
that's
fanny pack?
That's Steph's bikini top as well, I think.
Nice.
And her underwear. I don't know. You're just being fun dog parents, man.
Fun dog parents.
Live it up.
Don't do that as much. And we could jump into Twitter here real quick.
I don't know what's worse. I thought I was going to be more cringed out about Facebook, but I'm kind of worried about Twitter because this is where you just type shit into the void
and hope no one sees it.
About your stupid thoughts.
There's not much here. A lot of your Twitter was soccer.
Yeah.
You have a whole lot of soccer.
Yeah.
Which I guess I can relate to with the hockey. Does anybody else find those Mexican Thai McDonald's commercials slightly racist?
When was that?
Not too long ago, 2016.
That seems pretty. Yeah.
And you hashtag dads in the six. So there's a couple times when you tweeted, I want to start tweeting more. And then you went on a tweet rampage and then disappeared for 6 months.
I went on a tweet rampage with just that one tweet.
Yeah.
And then I stopped.
See, here you go. I said this like 6 months ago, but I'm going to get hardcore back into tweeting. I don't tweet anymore. I want to tweet more. Apparently, I was in Kingston replying to you. Here we went portaging, and you were tweeting, morning, hashtag portaging, hashtag French River. This is the time we went portaging, and we like being very remote when we portage, and not have a cell phone connection type of thing. But this portaging trip on the French River for whatever reason was like right along highways and like big arteries of
Yeah, I think
towns
we
and
could
stuff.
like see a McDonald's.
Yeah, we like saw the Golden Arches, man. And we had cell service, and every time you and I would take out our cell phone, we would get stare downs from like Jesus and Anthony and Vince.
My justification was on that Portage trip. I'm like, no, I'm just taking photos.
Yeah.
But I would also
Start-
secretly be also texting my new girlfriend at the time, my current wife.
Right.
Um,
And plus, I think you were up before anybody too. So
yeah, 'cause
we were just-
I was sleeping 16 hours or something that day.
yeah. My favorite Robin Williams commercial, and then Robin Williams, You Stole My Thunder. So I assume right after you got engaged, I guess Robin Williams passed away. Is that the timing there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got no likes on that tweet.
The important thing here.
Oh, anyways. No, yeah, I just thought that was like a funny joke because
The day that Robin Williams passed
I think,
away.
yeah, the day Robin Williams died, or I proposed and he died, or that weekend or something. And so, like, it was just kind of
Everyone
a joke.
stopped talking about
Yeah,
it.
like anyone was talking about. The only thing, though, and I still resent my brother and I still hold him to this all the time as a joke, I got engaged to Stephanie and then he texted me,
Robin Williams?
Lucas.
Oh.
Lucas, yeah, Robin
Like, you
Williams.
thought I was
texted-
serious right now.
No, I got, yeah, I did, I guess. Lucas texted me, said, "Oh my God, did you hear Robin Williams died?" I was like, "You asshole. I got engaged. And you didn't say a goddamn thing. You told me about Robin Williams first."
Oh, and he never congratulated you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It was like this forced congratulation. He's like, "Yeah, but I like Robin Williams." I don't know. I really didn't care because I don't care about things. But I just like to hold that.
What
against
is
him.
Skirtle with
As a soccer player in Liverpool.
Oh, it doesn't have that. He has like no vowels in his name. He has one vowel.
He's one of those Eastern European countries.
Here's your countdown to the new Star Wars trilogy.
Holy shit, 400 days
400 days you started counting down.
to The Force Awakens. Wow.
You nerd. That's pretty much it. So, how did you enjoy your trip down your social media life?
Not half as bad as I thought it would be.
I wanted to find more juiciness, but there just wasn't there. You're a boring. You don't have very many secrets.
I learned very quickly to not be stupid
on the
about
interwebs.
about having the internet. Yeah,
Do you think any of your employers ever looked and tracked down your Facebook and stuff before they hired you?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I'm just glad social media wasn't around 5-10 years before it came into our lives. Like, could you imagine at 15, 16 driving around our stupid shit at our stupid jobs? No, I'm very thankful.
Mm.
That you would have seen a lot more cringy stuff. Because especially I think I, more than anybody, like, I just think or thought I'm hilarious. Maybe that's why I host a podcast now.
Yeah.
I thought I was probably like the funniest person, so that I would probably film shit. I would probably, oh my God, I'd be one of those people vlogging into cameras.
I wonder if there's an easier way to like scroll back down to the beginning of time, because my finger hurt so bad from just scrolling. I wanted to start at the bottom. So I just scrolled for days to get the bottom of your Facebook. It was tough work, man. Anyways, hopefully one day you can you'll return the favor to me, because I don't know what's down there.
I think now I know what this episode's about. Now I'm definitely going to do this, and this will be an episode in the future where we go through your social medias.
See you then.
All right, see ya. Dads in the Six is hosted by Jamie Campbell and me, Nicholas Mazzeo. We're produced and edited by Jamie Campbell. Our theme song is Nobody Speak by DJ Shadow and Run the Jewels. All of our other music is by Antonio Di Gregorio. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week.